malah pirang-pirang lapis hazard.
Aku nggak udah nggak apa-apa anak gitu tapi ketika bertemu kan
Belum mulai. Hilang jadi lama. Gimana nih? Widih, rame. Satriawan. Kenapa? Dia emang jadi buat apa sih? Yang registrasinya itu? Ya ternyata saya sudah
Yang jalan agak ada punya lagi nih. Dari suara gue masuk bro soalnya. Akhirnya aku jawab itu udah lemes kan kita. Meloloskanmu dari kata pisah, mungkin sampai dan senang saya patah menyaksikan kita berseteru selalu tak pernah ketemu. Mungkin cinta Tuhan aku akan menutupi jiwa yang tak makin gerasmu sehingga kita bersama.
Cek, cek.
Demi cinta yang ada di hatiku, meloloskanmu dari kata pisah. Mungkin saja dan senang saya patah menyaksikan kita berseteru selalu tak pernah ketemu. Mungkin cintaku pernah akan menutupi.
Cek, cek, cek.
Cek.
Cek. Oke. Cek, cek. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Good afternoon, Mr. Adnan Alfarati. Good afternoon, Mr. Adnan.
Yes, good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mr. Hertomi. Mr. Hertomi. Mr. Hertomi, can you hear my voice?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our second series, International Lecture. Today we will learn about microfinance in Indonesia and in Thailand with Mr. Dr. Adnan Alfariti and Dr. Hartomi Maulana. Okay, we're still waiting Mr. Hartomi to join us. I would like to say good afternoon to everybody here. Is there anybody from Thailand? The participant from Thailand? Hello? Okay, hello from Thailand. Is there anybody? And from Gontor, Darussalam?
Hadir.
Hadir. Terima kasih sudah join. From IAIN Kudus. Mr. Hertomis?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome. Are you ready?
Yes, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay.
Our Dr. Adnan, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. How are you, Hatami?
Good.
Dr.
Alhamdulillah.
Hatami.
Good. Alhamdulillah. See you. Finally, long time I do not see you, yeah.
Inshallah. After last time at the Philippines, yeah? Mashallah.
Oh yeah. Already been
Alhamdulillah.
4 years ago, I think.
Okay.
Wait for my student. It's just they are trying to access to Zoom. They are trying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Your student already registered also, yeah? That one.
I think so. I just passed them on the registration link as well as the Zoom password. They are trying to enter to the Zoom. Some of them cannot enter it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Can we start now, Mr. Adnan and Mr. Hartomi?
Yes, sure, Madam
Yes,
Sufiana.
sure.
Okay. I'm here today as MC before we start our lecture. Before we start the study, let's take our prayer with Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Now I want to greet our student here. I think this Mr. Adnan student here, right? Mr. Adnan students here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. And Mr. Hartomi is also, Mr. Hartomi student from Gontor Darussalam.
Yes.
Okay, and from IAIN Kudus. Oh, okay.
Paspornya apa? Paspornya siapa?
Okay, let's begin our lecture today. For your information, this is our second series from International Lectures. Last week, we have lecture with University Malaya, and now we gather with Darussalam University, and and Fatoni University. Okay. Today we will see the presentation, Dr. Adnan and Dr. Hartomi as well, and we will get guided by the moderator, Mr. Agep Romanto. He is the lecturer of Islamic Business, Economic and Islamic Business Faculty in IAIN Kudus. Please welcome our moderator, Mr. Agep Romanto. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for Mrs. Sufiana. Hello, everybody. Hello to all participants. And hello to Mr. Adnan Al-Faridi. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
How do you do? Nice to meet you. It's the first time we meet together.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Okay, and also to Assalamualaikum to Mr. Hartomi Maulana from University Darussalam Gontor.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Apa kabar?
Alhamdulillah
baik.
Oke.
Oke, terima kasih. Okay, before we conduct the presentation from Mr. Adnan, I would like to introduce myself. A short introduction. My name is Agep Rumanto. I'm from IAIN Kudus, Faculty of Economics, Islamic Economics in IAIN Kudus, and I'm currently a lecturer here. Today, I'm in charge to be a moderator here, to be held for the international class series. Yeah? This is the second series, international webinar. And now we will discuss on the topic of Islamic microfinance, an alternative platform to address financial exclusion. I think we have the two experts here because before this I have read the curriculum vitae both of our awesome speakers today, from Mr. Adnan and from Mr. Hartomi. And for the first thanks, I would like to give to Mr. Adnan Al-Faridi to conduct the presentation. But before Mr. Adnan conduct the presentation, I will read the curriculum vitae from the Mr. Adnan Al-Faridi. Adnan Al-Faridi is a lecturer of Department of Economics, Money and Banking, Kuliah of Liberal Arts and Social Science from Fatoni University, Pattani, Thailand, since 2013 till present. And second, fields of teachings, Islamic banking, entrepreneur, marketing, statistics, and he is also an entrepreneur, marketing, and in Islamic finance. Before he is a lecturer, Mr. Fatani, Mr. Al-Faridi was a banker, I think, yeah, from 2007 till 2009. He was an account payable analyst at BASG Shared Service Centre Limited, responsible for Thailand, Philippines, Bangladesh, and Pakistan branch. And from 2010 till 2012, he was a payment analyst at BASG Shared Service Centre Limited, responsible for Singapore branch. And from 2019 till 2022, he was a director board of committee member of Fatoni University Cooperative Limited. So I think Mr. Al-Faridi is rich of the experience in banking. And for the academic qualification, Mr. Al-Faridi was graduated from International Islamic University, Malaysia, majoring in finance from 2001 till 2005. And for the master's degree of science in finance, Conducted in 2005 till 2007, majoring in Islamic banking and finance, also in International Islamic University of Malaysia. I think not to waste the time, for Mr. Adnan Al-Fariti, the time is yours. Please welcome Dr. Adnan Al-Fariti.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه نستعين ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد الحمد لله. Before I begin my lecture, I just introduce myself. My name is Adnan Al-Fariti, and I'm teaching about 9 years. 9 years ago, after I'm leave from the company, which is account payable analyst position, and then I come back here to start my lecture career. And I'm at Fatani University at Thailand. Does anyone know before Fatani, the name of the university, the Islamic University in Thailand? Only the first and the only one university that which is full-fledged Islamic university at Thailand, located at southern most of Thailand, which is Pattani. And then nearby the Yala. I'm sure that the last couple of years after the pandemic of period, there is always the university from Indonesia come and visit us, every month, maybe twice a month, come from Muhammadiyah, come from so many university that come to visit Fatani University. Alhamdulillah. Before I start the lecture about Islamic microfinance and alternative platform to address financial exclusion, I would like to open the video clip. I'm like to share the screen. Can I? I can
Yes,
share the
please.
screen, right? How can I share the screen? Does anyone know with the iPad? Hold on, where is it?
You are currently
I
co-host.
got it.
Adnan.
I got it.
I think you can share screen.
Okay, I got it. Okay. Does anyone see my screen? Right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, right. Just roughly, I will skip some part of the clip. Right. This is Fatani University.
Sing lakoni ki gak rumah siapa sih mau sing kosong.
Kok ada nama aku paham?
Berarti menang terus lawan Anto, lawan
Gimana sih penangkapnya ya?
Lanjut gitu. Iya, ya. Urusnya bro, angkat lanjut bro.
Mohon maaf nih ya Pak Artomi. Ini sepertinya Bapak Adnannya malah terlempar tadi.
Wah.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Come back again.
Hello, welcome back, Mr. Adnan. I think you suddenly kicked out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe some technical problem with internet. It's okay. I'm start my presentation, and then the video I just leave it at the end. If I still have time. How many time do I have for this presentation?
Maybe for around 45 minutes, maybe.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Only host can share this meeting. Can I share my screen? Just click allow me to share my screen.
Wait.
Okay.
Di Pak Adnane Diko.
Okay.
Please wait, Mr. Adnan. We will set you to be a co-host.
Share the screen. Yes. Okay, before that,
Mr. Adnan, you currently now a co-host and you can
yeah,
start to share screen.
yeah. Okay. Oh, co-host. Before that, just, I just briefly.
Ini ada suaranya bukan ini.
I cannot screen. Is it? Is mentioned that I'm share with the wrong session. I don't know what happened. Right now.
Yes, you can share screen.
Yeah, I don't know why I cannot share the screen. The screen. Okay. By the way, we just present without the slide. Okay.
Or maybe Mr. Adnan, you can upload your presentation to Google Drive and then I will download it and then I will share it.
Good. I will send to whom?
Okay.
Marlati? Who I can share?
So you can share to me. Akib
Send to you.
Rumanto. Yeah, Akib Rumanto.
Send to you that. Send to you. Okay. Keep co-host chat. Okay, I share to you my Canva slide. You got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay, Mr. Adnan, you can start the presentation right now.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Alhamdulillah for Islamic microfinance in Thailand, right? I'm specific in Thailand, but at the beginning, I just briefly the overview. Next slide, please. The first slide. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. This is the overview overall the Islamic finance in Thailand, which is consists of four types four industry. Number one, Islamic banking. Number two, stock market. Number three is takafu. Number four is microfinance. All are in Thailand right now. And just roughly for the non-microfinance first. For Islamic banking, next slide, please. Okay. For Islamic banking, we have the only one full-fledged Islamic banking in Thailand, student. Everyone, you can jot down here. In Thailand, we have only one Islamic banking that full-fledged, not window, but this is full-fledged, right? Which is, we call it Thanakan Islam แห่งประเทศไทย or I-Bank, Islamic Bank of Thailand is the name of Islamic banking in Thailand. The total asset is about 77 million and baht, and then the branch about 93 branch over Thailand. And this is the only Islamic bank in Thailand. The share, which is the government, hold about 51% of the share in this bank. So roughly we can say that this bank is owned by the government. Right. Next slide, please. Okay. Next is about stock market. In the equity market is we have a stock market and money market, right? But for the halal section of the equity market in Thailand, we have only one broker that halal, which is Dao Islamic broker. This is the window. I think this is the window, Dao Islamic, the company from Korea, and then come established at Thailand, and they have a window for Islamic broker, Dao Islamic broker. This is halal. You can see the picture. All is the Sharia board and Dao Islamic. They are all in the Islamic financial industry, and the one have in the board. You can see the picture is all about the ulama in the Islamic finance field, right? And next slide. And then we have takafu, right? Takafu, we have three right now. All are window. All are window, meaning that the main company is not halal. Is operate the conventional insurance, but here is the window, one window that provide the takafu. Number one is Mương Thai Takafu, and then number two is Tipia Takafu, and the third one is Philip Takafu. They are all provide health insurance as well as the automobile insurance and also the industry insurance. Yeah. Right. Next slide. Here come to the microfinance. Is just the point that I'm going to talk today. Here in Thailand, as you know, as the non-Muslim majority and Muslim is minority, all Muslim is about 7 million in this country. It's about 10% of the all population. Our population is about 65 to 70 million people of Thailand, and Muslim is about 7 million. Most of the Muslim located at the southernmost, and as well as at the central at the Bangkok, and few at the north, and anywhere else. And then from 7 million, we have to provide the halal financial service, which is before the iBank. Just now I'm just mentioned about the iBank, right? The Islamic banking of Thailand just now, which is the owned by the government, half of it owned by the government. Before it's established, we have microfinance. We call it sahakon, or we call it cooperatives. I'm not sure whether in Malaysia maybe cooperative is in the type, in the form of the shop, the kutub shop, sell the book, sell the anything, and any company, any group of people, organization can have a cooperative. Here also in Thailand is a specific type of cooperative as well. For example, the agricultural cooperatives, the service cooperatives, the financial cooperative, as well as the the fishermen, right? Fishermen cooperative is a specific type of cooperative. It depends on the that people what they are doing, right? But now come to us as a Muslim in Thailand as minority, we have to have the halal financial service. So we establish the Islamic cooperative here. And before, I'm not sure whether how long already, but more than 30 years ago, because last time I just celebrate about the 30 years of the Ibn Affan Islamic Cooperative last couple of last year, right? So meaning that the first Islamic cooperatives that established about more than 30 years ago in Thailand. So that time we are Muslims that can have a choice or option to use the halal money or financial service at our own country, right? So here come to the 2023, right? We have about 26 Islamic cooperatives right now. So with this number, we have to have one organization that we going to negotiate, or we have to what we call it, we have collaboratives together to have more power to negotiate with the government. So we call it ThaiCon. In the full name is Thailand Islamic Cooperatives Network, or ThaiCon, right? This is a formal and legitimate organization in Thailand, which is under this ThaiCon. We have all Islamic cooperatives in Thailand, and also fund, right? Fund is smaller than cooperative. So altogether, about 32 organizations under the ThaiCon. All right, student. All right, how many organizations under ThaiCon? Is about 32 organizations about ThaiCon, meaning that this ThaiCon look, we call it have to monitor the standard, and also the role and regulation, and as well as the Sharia issue under the all Islamic cooperatives in Thailand, or under the members of the ThaiCon, right? So 26 cooperative Islamic cooperatives and 6 fund. Total member altogether, all 26 and plus 6 fund, 32 organization. Total members is 300,000 members from 7 million people of Muslim in Thailand. Now we serve 300,000 members of Muslims in this country, in Thailand. Okay, and then the total asset is 15,000 million baht, or roughly about 416 million US dollar. You can multiply by Indonesian, right? Okay, Russian currency, right? And it's located in most in 5 southernmost of Thailand. I will show you the map, right? And okay, next slide. Roughly this Taikon. Next slide, I will elaborate one by one. And then this one, in this year, it's become 27 cooperative. Sorry for in Thai language because I could not find the graphic that in English, right? In this year, it's increased one Islamic cooperative become 27, and 2 fund become 8 fund, and then all the branch of the Islamic cooperative in Thailand is 74 branches. Together, all Islamic cooperative total is 74 branches, all right? And right, okay. And then the total asset right now decreased, become 12,733 million baht. And total members also decreased a little bit, is 295,000 roughly. This is the statistic at the June 2023, right? Current statistic. And then, as you can see in the picture in the map, you see the Thailand, right? That's the map of Thailand, and you can see the point, right? That one represents the point represent the province, right? The road in Thai, sorry. And then the logo is represent the Islamic cooperative. You see in the Phuket. I'm not sure you can see. you can read the Phuket or not, but roughly you can see at the map that each province have a lot of cooperative that can serve to Muslim community. Right, you can see the green one is the area of the service points, as well as the branches for all Islamic cooperative. You can see in the middle, right? The middle is capital city is Bangkok. We have 3 over there, 3 Islamic cooperative, and Chiang Mai 1. Lately, last year, I also joined the Taikon to establish the new Islamic cooperative at Chiang Mai. Above that. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, this one mixed Thai and also in English mix. Okay, this one we call it Asidic cooperative, Asidic Islamic Cooperative Limited. Right, this is the office. The picture is the office of Asidic, and here I'm sure at the Natawi, and then other place is the same model, and they have the total asset is 2,182 million roughly, with the members is 29,000 for last year, and the branch only 6 branches. Okay, which is among the biggest, the biggest Islamic cooperative in Thailand. As you can see, it's 2 billion baht for total asset. It's a lot, it's not like maybe you can, if student confused that why it's one cooperative is have total asset is quite huge, because in Islamic in Thailand we have Muslim minority, right? So we don't have Islamic bank before, so people have the money, they don't know where to deposit, where to keep, where to invest, and where to collect, right? So they are once they are established at that area, so all Muslim come and use this kind of financial service, which is Islamic cooperative. So this one is a lot, right? Okay, next slide, please. This is Asidding, located at Songkhla, Hat right? This is the picture of the general manager and as well as the director of the committee members, right? Okay, and they show us the dividend for year 2022, 2021, and 2020. Right, you can see 2020 is 3.4%, and then drop a little bit because due to COVID on 2021, right? 2021 on 3%, and then come back again 3.5% on 2022. All right. So currently the member is 29,000, right? And the total asset and the current one is 2 billion, right? For a Siddiq Islamic cooperative. This Islamic cooperative, they have their own application as well, like a bank application. You can transfer the money, you can pay the bill, and you can transfer to your friend, right? And you can withdraw, right, from the application in the smartphone, right? Next, please. This one, the second one is Ibn Auf Islamic cooperative, right? Ibn Auf Islamic cooperative, and then the total asset is 2.6 billion. 2.6 billion with the member is 34,000 members, and right now is 8 branch located in Stone. I'm sure that you are at Stone. You have been at the Stone. Some of you, you can see this Islamic cooperative is very big building and located at the Stone province. Right. Next, please. Okay, this is the picture and of the general manager as well as the director of committee members for Ibn Auf Islamic cooperative, Islamic service cooperative. All right. So you can see the dividend 1.8, 1.5, 1.6. Right. The member 30,000 and the total asset 2.6 billion. This among the biggest Islamic cooperative in Thailand as well. Right. Next. This one Ibn Affan. Ibn Affan, right? This is located at the Patani. They are among the first, the early of established. Last time, just now I mentioned that I just celebrate the 30 years of Ibn Affan saving cooperatives. Ibn Affan saving cooperative, Islamic cooperatives, right? But they didn't push the Islam over there in the signboard because try to make it normal, try to make it because all cooperative is need to be under the control, under the control of government. They are coming to check us to audit and everything, like a bank or like a company, right? They come every week, every month, and every year. Of course, year end will be very busy, right? And the total asset 2.9 billion, right? 2.9 billion, right? And the members is 100,000 members, is the biggest members, right? And now I have 14 branches, right? Okay, next. This is the picture, the name of the general manager as well as the director of the committee members. Right, and then you see the dividend 1.2, 2.0, and 2.15. The performance is better even during the pandemic. All right, so you can see the strong trend as well as the recover. As I mentioned just now already for Islamic cooperative, you can see the dividend is performing very constant even though during pandemic, right? Okay, and then the total asset is 2.9 billion. Okay, 2.9 billion. All right, next. This is among the biggest also, right? Next is Sakofa. Sakofa located at the Krabi. At the Krabi, all right. For Malaysian, I think they have used to visit Krabi, the province of the tourism. Indonesian also, but they have international airport, right? Some of you interesting to come and have a nice place to visit, to relax. Then you buy the ticket early and come to the Krabi, inshallah. Our brother come to serve you for tourism, their service for tourism. So at Sakofa, at the Krabi, we have two. One is Sakofa, another one is next class maybe. At Sakofa is total. Maybe next slide. I will see the. Okay, this is Sakofa. Then the name of the general manager, the picture, the name of general manager as well as the deputy director. No, the director of the member committee member as the Sakofa Islamic cooperatives. You can see the dividend 3.0, 2.5, 3.0. All right, the dividend, the rate of return, right? The return is standard, same like mutual fund in the stock market, in conventional stock market. But even better, maybe in some years that pandemic, the mutual fund the dividend should be low, but the Islamic cooperative still, have give their member of good dividend, right? 3%. Good, okay. And the member is 13,000 members, and total asset is 1 billion. All right, 1 billion. And some of you maybe wonder what they are doing, their business, why they're doing, why assets so many, right? I just put here the example of the Islamic finance product. For example, number one is murabahah, to buy the land, and murabahah, to buy the home, and also the murabahah for expand their business. As I said just now, that the Krabi is the place for tourism, so they have very high value of the land as well as the resort, right? As well as the boat, the speedboat, right? And the fishermen, and some business over there, logistic, as well as the resort and hotel. So all this Islamic finance product, Sakofa Islamic Cooperative can serve all this need of the people in the community. All right, next slide. This is Bina Islamic Cooperative. It's located at Yala as well as in Patani. Next slide, please. And we see the. Okay, this is the picture. The general manager at the right hand side, and also the director of board of director, right? Director of the members, the left hand side. And you see the dividend 2.11%, 2.15, and 3.04%, right? The member is 16,000 members, right? And they have roughly about 431 million baht, right? It's about 1.2 million US dollar, right? Roughly. They have the product like a mudharabah, right? They have murabahah for business, and they have a rahnu, and they have microcredit also, microfinance, microcredit also, long term, and also they have murabahah for education, and then a few, right, for other, right? Okay, Next slide. This is another one for Tanmiyah Islamic Cooperative located at Krabi also. Is another one too in Krabi. Actually, we have another one. It's Barakah, but I didn't put in the slide. It's okay. The Barakah is a new one, right? And just put roughly that you see the among the big player in Islamic microcredit or Islamic cooperative. Tanmiyah Islamic Cooperative. I used to train their board of members for about the management in the members team. Total assets about 555 million, right? And then the members 7,000. Right. Okay, next slide, please. And some of you will ask me, so how can they operate? Because in Krabi province, right? One we have 3. So how can they divide the members? They are in different location. For example, Sakofah just now, right, is provide at the city, and Tanmiyah here provide at the island, because Krabi have many island like Indonesian also. So last time I'm going to train for and have a training with them. I have to use boat to one island to collect one member, and go to another island, collect one member, and go to another Thailand island to have a training. So many islands, right? We have to stop and pick, fish them up in the boat. So in the different area of the Krabi province. So this is the general manager and also the director of the board, and they have 8,000 members, and the total asset is 555 million baht. Oh, they have outperformed for dividend 3.6, 3.5, and 4.0. Very huge dividend. You can invest there with the share as well, right? Okay, next slide. Let's see. Okay, now the small one, Islamic fund. Under TAICON just now, I mentioned that have 27 Islamic cooperatives as well as the 8 fund, right? Fund here is mean that like a cooperative as well, but it's smaller. It's smaller, and they are not registered under the government. No, they just like a private cooperative, but we don't call it cooperative. We call it fund, right? Small organization that manage the fund, and all the system and all the Islamic product is similar, like Islamic cooperative is similar, right? In this picture is the example of our alumni, right? For Department of Financial Economics, Fatani University, they are come and join together to establish the fund, Islamic fund, to have a place to have service to their people in the area nearby the Fatani University, as well as to serve their students, their alumni, members, and as well as others who this is quite free, unlike the cooperative government still under control. Government come and will audit everything, but for Islamic fund, no, there is no auditing like this, but we have committee members that divide the auditing. We audit ourselves, which is internal as well as the external as well, to come and check the accounting as well as the operating. As you can see here in the picture, right, the one that come and use the service is local people in the area nearby the Fatani University, right? Because even though I'm at the Fatani University Islamic cooperatives, but the rule and regulation, they are not provide for others than for others people, only for staff in Fatani University, as well as the student only. So the rest not include. So we have to open another Islamic fund to serve the local people nearby the area of Fatani University. All right. Okay, next. Done, right? I mean, I think at the end. Okay. Okay. So come back again to okay. All right. No more already. I think the last slide already. All right. Can you unshare? Akib? Akib? Okay. Okay. Come back to our Zoom room. Are you guys still around, or student? Okay, mashallah, 119 participant, mashallah. Do you have any question? Yes, any question we can have a discuss about the Islamic microfinance in Thailand, right?
Okay, thank you to Mr. Adnan for the presentation. I'm quite impressive because right now I know that there is some type of business, namely cooperative, also in Thailand. Before this, I just know that cooperative is only in Indonesia, but now I know that cooperative also exists in Thailand also. And when comes talk about the finance, it's well, we can say we can transform into Islamic microfinance, and this type of business also exists in Indonesia, maybe just with the different name. In Indonesia, we call it with BMT or Baitul Mal Watamil. That it is just a type of cooperative, but in Islamic ways, just like that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Adnan. And now let's move to the second speaker, which will be held by Mr. Hartomi Maulana. Assalamualaikum, Mr. Hartomi Maulana. Are you ready?
Yes, Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, Masya Allah.
Mr. Akib.
Yeah. Okay, before we learn from Mr. Hartomi Maulana, I would like to read the curriculum vitae from Mr. Hartomi Maulana. And if I see through the curriculum vitae, I feel inferior about Mr. Hartomi Maulana, because Mr. Hartomi Maulana is quite productive from the publication. He has so many publications that maybe I don't have any time to read because so many publications. Okay, Mr. Hartomi Maulana is a senior lecturer. He is also editor-in-chief in journal Al-Tijarah. He's currently work in Department of Management, University of Darussalam Gontor, or Unida Gontor, Jalan Raya Siman, Ponorogo, Indonesia. Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry. Mr. Hartomi Maulana was graduated from Bachelor of Economics 2003 from Faculty of Economics, University of 17 Agustus 1945 Surabaya, Indonesia. And for the master study, he was studied in Kuliah of Economics and Management Science in International Islamic University, Malaysia. And for the doctoral, he was also studied in Kuliah of Economics and Management Science, International Islamic University of Malaysia. Mr. Hartomi Maulana is currently expert in research in finance, in Islamic banking and finance, in Islamic microfinance, financial inclusion strategies, and currently he was also teaching about Islamic financial institution, financial management, Islamic human resource management, and entrepreneurship, and also research methodology. Mr. Hartomi Maulana also get the research grant. I think there's so many research grant that maybe I will not read this. Mr. Hartomi Maulana also a professional membership from International Council for Islamic Finance Educator, membership in Forum Management Indonesia, and so on. He's also a member of community service, and he was also a reviewee in some journal, and this also so productive because has so many publications, especially in Islamic microfinance. So I think I don't want to waste the time. For Mr. Hartomi Maulana, the floor is yours. Please welcome Mr. Hartomi Maulana.
Yes, thank you very much for the moderator, Mr. Akib Rumanto, for opportunity given. Maybe can I share myself? Okay?
Yes, you currently co-host.
Information. Okay. So can I start now, Mr. Akib?
Yes, please.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Profesor Risotoli Wasbi Amri walau tulisani Tauli. Alhamdulillah, today this is our topic for the presentation today. Our topic is about the Islamic microfinance, an alternative platform to support financial inclusion. And I think this is straightforward. This is my this is my outline. Today I will be presenting. The first is background, and we'll talk about a bit about the financial inclusion, better access to finance, microfinance issue and challenge, and finally we will be describing about the PMT Pingharjo experience. Yeah, as we know, in Indonesia, based on the Badan Pusat Statistik, there is around 26.363 million now people alive in under poverty line. So among of the cause of the poverty, among of them is lack of capital. This based on our research last 3 years. And to address the lack of the capital, actually some government program has been conducted. Among of them is liberalization of financial regulations. And finally, there are many bank perkreditan rakyat, or bank perkreditan rakyat, or village, village bank, established in Indonesia after liberalization of financial regulation, and also among one of the address lack of capital. The another program of government program is launching of kredit usaha rakyat. As we know now, the amount of the loan, the kredit usaha rakyat or KUR, runs 356 trillion based on the data here. Okay, even though many government program has been conducted, however, micro enterprise still receive very low as compared to the medium enterprise, for example, as we can see in the slide, yeah, micro enterprise still receive 25.9%. Yeah. So why a low credit allocation for micro enterprises is happen? Yeah, among of them is because if we deal with the micro enterprise, it is dealing with very small transaction. Yeah, so very small transaction lead to the high overhead cost. Yeah. So from the bank perspective, if we providing small and large credits to the micro enterprises, but the cost is same. So that's why allocation for credit allocation for micro enterprise is still very low, because from the bank perspective, a small transaction is similar to high overhead costs. This is just more still this is a bit technically, yeah. Actually, what is the financial inclusion, and also what is the financial exclusion? Financial inclusion means that individual and business have access in the financial service, either transaction, payment, saving, or credits. Yeah. And financial exclusion, however, there is unavailability of banking service, yeah, for particularly in non-income groups. Yeah. So that's why it is believed to be one of factor preventing poor people live out the poverty. There is some factors, barrier access to finance. Yeah, among of them, it is a low affordability. Yeah, the cost of low affordability is there is any high interest rate, for example, and excessive transaction costs. So make the low income group reluctant to access the financing or to access the finance service because of low affordability. So another factor is complicated eligibility. As we can see, from bank perspective, micro enterprises perceived to include to have irregular or unpredictable performance. Yeah, because have irregular or unpredictable performance. So a bank perspective perceive micro enterprises has high risk borrowers. So that's why collateral usually imposed on them. And also another factor is low accessibility. Yeah, as we can see, geographic distance. Yeah, from the, because as we know, even though we have already many branches Bank Rakyat Indonesia, for example, now already reached in each sub-district or kecamatan. Yeah, but for example in Ponorogo area still to reach to kecamatan is a very struggle. For example, for example, in the surrounding Ponorogo, in the countryside of the Ponorogo. Okay, this is make it low accessibility for another another factors for barrier access, acting limited product feature. Yeah, as we can as just mentioned that from bank perspective, they only target large deposit because if bank target the small deposit, this involve high cost, and for bank it is not visible. Yeah. Another factors where access to finance is incompatible with reduced value. Yeah. This is for conventional banking, for example. Yeah. Because as we know, conventional banking providing incompatible, yeah, with Islamic financial principle, because it is containing interest, yeah, maybe measure, borrower, and so on and so forth. So even though some certain low income group have access, but because of religious ground, yeah, the religious ground, so they choose not to use. Yeah, so this is so one of the alternative to address this barrier access, these factors actually supposed to be microfinance established. So that's why this one we trying to to connect between microfinance and how microfinance can support financial inclusion. Yeah, because of microfinance is alternative to commercial bank. Yeah, they offering small amounts short-term loan financing, of course, and most microfinance providing without providing credit without insisting on physical collateral, and most microfinance also offer credit to group lending. It is to minimize risk of default and the lower the high cost transaction. I think this based on the experience. Yeah, if we can if we can know. Yeah, this is a copy with the Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. Yeah, okay. The reason why microfinance can be addressing can be support financial inclusion, because most microfinance also have officer from the same characteristic. Yeah, so this microfinance institution can usually communicate effectively with potential clients, because they recruit their officer from the same characteristic from the same area, for example. Okay. Most microfinance institution also provide basic training to the first-time customers. Yeah. So because of this, microfinance institution have managed to attract millions of the clients. Okay. However, even though microfinance can be supporting financial inclusion, there is some issues and challenge here. Yeah. For example, if microfinance institution are providing group-based lending, it is not necessarily appropriate for group with members with diverse characteristic. Okay. Microfinance expert, yeah. In fact, in the grounds, yeah, microfinance expert have criticized microfinance institution that provide large loans to individual. Yeah, and of course, because of small, this they charging a very high interest rates in the pool. This another issue and challenge. Yeah, Islamic microfinance institution also relying on subsidy as we know, current kredit usaha rakyat actually coming from the subsidy of the governments. Yeah, sometimes if a national budget sometimes national budget has issue, so someday kredit usaha rakyat can cut, yeah, can be cut. So that's why this is the issue and challenge actually microfinance institution. Okay, so and also the issue microfinance institution is commercialization of microfinance. So that's why, because of commercialization, they focusing on the maximizing profit. Also, that's why they may prevent the poor from the accessing financing through microfinance institution. Okay, and this is so because microfinance institution has the objective maximizing profits. So if they providing small credits, they will be impose physical collateral, and also they will be providing credit with the complicated documentation requirements. Yeah, see, this is actually most microfinance practice, yeah, in including in Indonesia. So that's why this is based on the Armandaris and Murdoch, yeah, opine that and there is need for balance where commercial lenders and non-profit institutions coexist. Another issue and challenge is microfinance cultural identities. Already we mentioned before. If we talk about the conventional, yeah, this will be containing interest, goror, and nicer, and so on and so forth. So in case, even though certain low-income groups have access, but they choose not to use financial service on religious grounds. Yeah. So that's why we offering alternative financing, yeah. Islamic microfinance maybe as an alternative to conventional microfinance, yeah, to support financial inclusion. Because Islamic microfinance, as we know, actually they use Islamic financing principle in providing financial service to the poor, free interest based, promoting economic justice, yeah, and also promote sharing, as we know, and also this is Islamic microfinance. The first Islamic microfinance actually introduced in 1963. Yeah, since establishment of the mid-term bank in the Egypt. Yeah, at that time the bank offer agriculture financing to the farmers in rural area. After we compare with the some literature, actually we divided 4 models of Islamic microfinance. Yeah, the first is Grameen Bank. Even though Grameen Bank is not apa ya, not explicitly Islamic microfinance, but they offer to the poor with the group lending. Why group lending? And the advantage of the group lending, actually, this scheme can be replaced collateral, yeah, collateral as to minimize default and delinquency risk. And the other Islamic microfinance is the village bank model. This is looks like in Indonesia. This is looks like bank perkreditan rakyat atau under bank kredit desa, ya, bank kredit desa. And the third is credit union. This is looks like Baitul Mal Tamil, or we can call Islamic microfinance in Indonesia. And the other model is self-help groups. This is look like if in Indonesia, arisan, yeah, like arisan. If I think we already familiar, yeah, with the words of the arisan, and this look like self-help groups. Sharia compliant instrument of Islamic microfinance. Yeah. Islamic microfinance can be offered, yeah, some Islamic philanthropy funds, yeah, to address the financial inclusion, including they may offer zakat, sedekah, wakaf, and hibah, and so on and so forth. Yeah, and also Islamic microfinance also can be providing or can be offering beneficial loans, yeah, using Kartu Al Hasan, yeah, and also for Qardu Al-Hasan, yeah, based on the Ubaidullah and Khan, I think this is looks like this mode of the financing to be pure and effective method, yeah, of the financing the poor, yeah. So in case a new clients, Qardu Al-Hasan or soft loan without interest may be provided for them, yeah. I think this is because Qardu Al-Hasan is no, let's say, if there is any, let's say, if we providing Kartu Hasan, so micro enterprises, let's say if the business is not running well, and the micro enterprises can be pay back the loans. I think it's okay, not issue, I think, because we have scheme Kartu Al Hasan. And another Islamic microfinance instrument is they also may providing profit sharing and equity participation. Yeah, this is based on the mudharabah or musyarakah. Yeah, in this case, Islamic microfinance is as the investors called Rabul Al-Mal, while the micro entrepreneurs called the mudarib as the business. Yeah, if in Indonesia actually many potential of the micro entrepreneurs, I think individual, yeah, many potential of the individual, they actually have ability to running business, but they have no access to financing. So that's why maybe through profit sharing and equity participation, Islamic microfinance may providing this scheme. Yeah. And also murabah financing, yeah. This is we will introduce a bit about the Baitul Mal Tanwil as the Islamic microfinance in Indonesia. As we know, BMT or Baitul Mal Tanwil divided into objective. Yeah, here we have a Baitul Mal, and the second objective is Baitul Tamwil. Yeah, Baitul Mal is refer to the pool of various schemes of the Islamic charity funds, such as zakat, infak, sedekah, and wakaf. Yeah, the source of the funding of the Baitul Mal coming from the zakat, infak, sedekah, and wakaf. Well, and the Baitul Tamil, I think focusing on the business, profit seeking here, to financing using Sharia compliance. Maybe they may providing mudorobah, musyarakah, murabah. I think this scheme can be used for profit seeking to Baitul Tamil. As this based on our data, we cite from the Hamada 2010. I think around now, last time around 3,038 PMT established in Indonesia, but we observe actually after 2000 after 2010, I think the establishment of the PMT is experiencing consistent, not so not increase, not significantly. I think increase only one or two, not very significant, I think. Okay. Why Islamic microfinance institution can be supporting financial inclusion? Yeah, this is we compile from the some literature review. Among of them is to make affordability. Islamic microfinance can be using Islamic philanthropy as the source of the funds to absorb high operation costs. This is already happened in Akhwat in Pakistan, and Islamic Bank in Bangladesh, and also to address eligibility. For example, wakaf-based Islamic microfinance can be benefited as the source of funds to facilitate credit risk through the social collateral. And to address the accessibility, Islamic microfinance can employ funds be distributed to the pool. Okay, maybe this is already happened in some Islamic microfinance in Indonesia. Among of them is Islamic microfinance or BMT. BMT Bring Harjo, they offering zakat produktif. This the source funds from the zakat, but zakat produktif. And also to address the availability, there is a diversified Islamic financial product such as murabah, musyarakah, and mudharabah, and Qardu al-Hasan, and also Islamic microfinance can be supporting financial inclusion because Islamic microfinance not providing interest. They use free interest. They use free riba, and they use free maisir and koron to providing Islamic product. This is BMT Bring Harjo experience. Actually, this is one of the best practice BMT in Indonesia to integrate commercial and social objective. This is the same with the objective of the BMT itself. In fact, in BMT Bring Harjo also can integrate commercial and social objective. So and the scheme, one of the scheme is we can call Simbaharjo. This Simbaharjo scheme program, it is the empowerment program of productive economy by Baitul Mal division. As we know, as we just mentioned before, Baitul Mal result coming from the source of the funds coming from the Islamic philanthropy. So the target is mustahik, to be entrepreneurs and expected to be muzaki. Actually, this program introduced in 2000 10, yeah, with Angkringan Simbaharjo. The first program they provided 12 gerobak angkringan in Yogyakarta area, yeah. So actually the operational is they provide small loans seperti Hasan as initial capital, yeah. In 2015 loan amount reached 5 million per each angkringan, yeah, has received 5 million. Currently, with the program Simbaharjo, they assist more than 200 beneficiary in daerah Jogja, in Jogja and outside, yeah, and also the empowerment program of rice farmer in Saikan Sleman. I think and the rice farmer already harvest. I think it used to supply angkringan needs, in 20 beneficiary in 20 branch angkringan already. I think this one under supervision of the PMT Pringharjo. I think that's all for me. Maybe afterwards we have a discussion session. Yeah. I back to our moderator, Bapak Akib Rumanto.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Hartomi Maulana. Quite impressive, the presentation. So now we move to the discussion session. So for all participants who have the question can ask directly by raising their hands or write the question on the chat box. Okay, to the audience or passive participant, are there any question? Hmm?
Yes, our student. Is there any? Maybe we have a discussion with our student from the IAIN Kudus, from the Fatari University, and from the University of Darussalam.
Okay, hello. Are there any question?
Maybe I have question to our Dr. Adnan.
Okay, please, Mr. Hartani.
Yes, as actually many as it just mentioned, yeah, to the Dr. Adnan. Actually now in Thailand, you have 7 million, yeah, Muslims in Thailand. I think it is around how many percent of the total population in Thailand, the first. And the second is what the role of the funds. This is looks the fund you just mentioned. This is look fund manager or in Indonesia. You mean in like mutual fund or something like that. Is this the same with Indonesia, or this is or maybe different with the in Thailand?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Total population is about 65 million in Thailand, and Muslim is roughly about 7 million, by about 10% of the total population in Thailand. And in terms of financial exclusion, right? Actually, Muslim suffer financial exclusion, exclusion before, because we have a we call it darurah, to have our money to deposit to conventional bank, as well as some business need to apply for conventional bank as well, which is included with the riba. And then now for Islamic cooperative, come with the 26 Islamic cooperative, and all in Thailand. If you can see in the map, we can see that Muslim roughly 300,000 of members can use the financial service which is halal and provided by the committee members, which is all Muslim, and organized with the standard, which is have the Sharia board, where we have the auditing is outside, external and internal, which is external is a government, and internal, which is our board of director. And then for fund, this is like exactly with the cooperative, which is we like a fund manager. Yes, fund manager, not mutual fund, right? Fund manager, which is how they operate. They operate like they apply for the members. For example, I'm going to use the service of this financial fund. I have to apply to become a member first, and I have to put my share every month. For example, 100 baht per month, right? So I have to put my share in each month, 100 baht, and then I can use the financial product like murabahah or mudarabah or anything else. If the question coming that why not all become cooperatives, because if we registered legitimate as a cooperative, we have to be under the government, which is the government is they use the model or the system or the framework is exactly the conventional one. So we have to just apply. We call it Islamic, even though we call it Islamic cooperatives, but in terms of accounting, in terms of auditing, we need to use the pattern of conventional. Understand? For example, I put example. If Islamic cooperative, right? For mudarabah, we need to use for to raise fund like a deposit, like a wadi'ah only. But in the financial fund, the manager, fund manager, like you asked me just now, right? We have freedom to use mudarabah as the fund manager or the financial fund as a Rabbul Mal, and we can take the money to go outside, and then we can invest, right? But in cooperative, no, cannot. We cannot take the money out to become Rabbul Mal. No, the members only to become Rabbul Mal and deposit to like a bank, right? Like a bank. And then ar-rahnu, and then al-ijarah, like this. No, we cannot use this as a certain cooperatives only allowed to use the al-ijarah, but the rest, most of them not allowed to use the al-ijarah, right? So become Islamic fund manager, like you asked me just now, is more freedom to use the Islamic product, all ijarah, itab, and murabaha, of course. And then another thing that in the small issue of the Sharia that we need to use, right, to adapt with the local community. They need to use ar-rahnu, so we apply ar-rahnu. Some area they need murabaha, we apply murabaha a lot, right? But in Islamic cooperative, no, cannot. Islamic cooperative cannot. So even though Islamic cooperative out there is the biggest 5 billion of the total asset, but in terms of the poverty community, right? The I mean the lower level of income population still need more Islamic product like Islamic fund manager just now that I mentioned. That's the reason why, right? Hatami, understand, right? So unlike in Indonesia is including all, right? Including any poverty can include, but
For us, Islamic cooperatives in Thailand, we have the impact most in terms of zakat every year that we give the community, right? That's it. The rest is no, they have to pay, right? They have to pay the share, and they have to have some collateral to have a loan, right? Why I call it loan? Because in terms of conventional wording or accounting, still need to use a loan. But once we practice, right, in real, we akad as with the murabahah or mudarabah or whatsoever, we akad with the Sharia term, and we understand each other that this is the Sharia buying and selling, and then we just write the contract, right, to comply with the government, framework only. Once we not perform, not follow them, they will come and all this and asking why and why, because as you see the billion of money, right? At the time of we celebrate, we have an open majlis opening remark, right? And then we invite them non-Muslim, the one that have a duty and have a position in government. They are on non-Muslim, and they mention about our total asset. They also just strength. They just oh, it's 15,000 million, they don't know before, because we are established for 30 years with a billion of total asset is quite outperform for Thailand, which is the Muslim minority. Right. Okay. Any question in the I see in the chat, right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, there is one question from Suretno to Mr. Adnan in the chat box about how the strategy of Islamic banks in Thailand can exist and survive even though the Muslim population is a minority.
Okay. The strategy for Islamic bank, before they are targeting the big player, right? Big player, I mean that the big company that use million, 100 million of loan or fund that they need to use. So the performing of the Islamic bank before is not quite well, but as we know that they are hold by the government, right, by the Department of Finance in the government, right? So they have their control. I have interviewed with one of the manager from the iBank, that I'm asking why they are not come to real Muslim community, instead of you are focusing or targeting the big player. For me, I'm just put the deposit only, but for the loan, I even don't have a chance to to have a service in this kind of product. But there is a lot of poverty people in the area that they need iBank to come and serve them, and they said that this is not policy of the big board, right, the main board of the committee. And then, as you know, that with the government, we cannot, even I'm trying to use this topic to put in my research before, and then some of my colleagues said that just throw it like a hot potato. Why? Because they don't give you any information. You can only download in the website, but that one is not updated, and as well as it's obsolete already, the information. Even though I'm trying to interview some of them, the staff or the executive board, of course they are not there enough to give me the information, the real information. So you can see the very few in the Islamic banking of Thailand, in the research paper, because the information is very few. right? So now in this year, in the current year for iBank, is there more on microfinance also? They have this kind of product, as well as I used to use the service last 3 years, that I take a loan and try to figure out how they operate with the Sharia compliance, because I'm the lecturer, right? I'm going to teach my student, and then I just try myself that if I want to have some loan to the iBank, how they are going to operate. So step by step, I'm observing, and then at the end, I just asking, I got the money right in my bank. So when we are going to akad, right? Oh, they said, oh, you want to akad? Okay. Go to my manager's room, and then when I'm entering and said that, why you not akad? Because this is the compulsory for Muslim, that you give me the money that without anything, just contract that we even didn't read all pages of the contract, right? So I come and I take the akad with my with their manager, and then I just ask some, they use the system like Malaysian before, which is by Al Inah, right? Before they just buy, because the time established the iBank, right, Islamic Banking of Thailand, they just bought the system from Islamic Bank in Malaysia, come to Thailand and operate it. So even though Malaysia already changed, but here it's not changed, still the same, right? So I'm just put some recommend over there that in a way to use by Inna is not proper, but use another way else if you can, something like that, because they're just manager. They said I know, but still difficult to change something in the organization, right? So that's it for my answer.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Adnan. There is still any question, but maybe I will move first right now to Mr. Hartomi Maulana, because there is one question for Mr. Hartomi in the chat box. The question is from Ibnu Mutakin. The question is, what do you think about the relation between Islamic microfinance and Islamic boarding school?
Yes, thank you. So what is the relation between Islamic microfinance and Islamic boarding school? Yeah, I think we can relate. Yeah, if Islamic boarding school set up conventional microfinance, I think it's not so relevant. Yeah, so that's why some Islamic boarding school set up the Islamic microfinance like PMT, for example. If we know, for example, Islamic micro PMT Sidogiri, yeah, PMT Sidogiri Pasuruan. I think this is the most best practice of the PMT, and now they have many branches, yeah, in within East Java, yeah, and as we know, actually they have a total asset around 1 trillion rupiah, yeah. So I think if you relate to the Islamic boarding school, it is maybe as the unit business unit, I think, yeah, business unit, and providing small financing to the can be the targeting the society in surrounding Islamic microfinance on targeting to the, I think if santri is not so I think not santri, maybe targeting for the guru-guru yang in the surrounding microfinance in Islamic boarding school. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hartomi.
Dari bahasa Inggris.
Hello, Mr. Hartoni.
Yes, Mr. Ibnu.
Okay, agak susah. I feel curious about Kantor, about Islamic boarding school of Kantor, because this is the one of biggest Islamic boarding school in Indonesia. Is Kantor have Islamic microfinance, and how about this this growth or this condition right now in Indonesia? Thank you.
Yes. In Gontor, I think Latansan Gontor ini. Latansan Gontor is one of the business unit, ya, business unit established by Yayasan Pondok Modern Jerusalem Gontor. I think this providing small financing, ya, small financing, and they have targeting the society around PMT Latansan Gontor, around Gontor, around subdistrict Melara, and also they have targeting also to the teachers, yeah, teacher and some of the lecture from the University of Jerusalem Gontor. So this is one of the, I think this is one of the strategic, yeah, for the Modern Jerusalem Gontor to create, yeah, to create the business unit. At least this is coming from the capital of the business units may coming from the profit of the profit of the wakaf running from the another unit, business unit. So because as we know, Pondok Pesantren Jerusalem Gontor is I think the boarding school coming from the wakaf, yeah. So everything the profit of the wakaf we can be set of the business, and also the a part of the profit we can set for the welfare of the guru and santri, yeah, or the society in surrounding Pondok Modern Jerusalem. Yes, I think
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hartomi. And I would like to know about the management of Islamic microfinance in Gontor. Is the manager or the management in Islamic microfinance in Gontor managed by one of management, or each of branch of Gontor have one management in each of Islamic microfinance?
I think because of the PMT Latansa, like in Gontor is business unit, yeah. This is they must be responsibly, I think, established by the yayasan, not I think yayasan Pondok Muda, yayasan apa itu, PWM itu, yayasan pemeliharaan perluasan dan pemeliharaan wakaf. This the owner of the PMT Latansan Gontor, and actually for the manager may coming from the guru, the guru senior, or from the teachers, and how to manage, and in the below, I think the operational, actually most santri, I think, I mean retrieve from the santri for the operational. Santri already in the level of the, I think in the kelas 6, kelas 6 yang mau lulus, itu ditawarkan pengabdian ke PMT Gontor. For example, like this, the operational in the PMT Gontor. Yes.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Hartomi and Mr. Ibnu Mutakin. Once again, we go to Mr. Adnan Alfariti because there is still one question. The question is, does Islamic Bank of Thailand have own website? And had trouble finding the annual report of the Islamic Bank of Thailand for my research. And the second one is whether the margin rate of profit sharing in Thailand is still perceived as more expensive than conventional cooperatives.
Okay.
Please, Mr. Ali.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I just searched just now. They have their own website, of course, ibank.co.th. All right, ibank.co.th, and I saw it's an annual report over there. But I'm not sure. I didn't open the annual report yet. But maybe they have inside there, inshallah, to your research information or statistic, right? And question number 2 is about the feeling before, before us couple of years, people, Muslim especially, they feel like, the profit rate of the Islamic cooperative is more expensive than conventional riba. There is a lot of, discuss about this issue. And then once I with my colleague, have tried to educate them that, the profit rate here is cheaper because of the reason 1, 2, 3. Right now, most of them they understand, but they need time to understand. They need time, especially this year, right? The interest rate is, very high. Increase is very, very every quarter is increasing, right? So some of my friends that non-Muslim that I know, they try to, sell their property already, before they buy the property and put the rent out. They have the rental, right, in each month. And then right now they said that the interest rate is very high, and then my rental, still very few. The profit margin is very few to, deduct by the, monthly installment, right? So the rest from the rental is very few only. So they just, blame to me that just, I want to sell my property now, and just anyone interesting, like something. So now the one that use conventional will suffer because interest rate is quite, increase in 1 year is increased by maybe 0.5% or to 1%. I'm not sure. I'm saying again, because they increase, every month, right? And then the stock market also very down right now, right? Because of the U.S., right? Federal Reserve that announced for increase the interest rate, as well as in local, Thai, in this country also announced the increase of interest rate as well. So they all suffer now. They know that, Islamic finance will, will be the solution for them in the long term, especially the one buy the home, because buy house, one house is long term, right? 20 years above. So they will suffer that. There is in the Facebook as well that this couple of months I pay 15,000 baht, right? Or more than 10,000 is interest rate, and a few only is the, capital, right? So that's the feeling. Maybe Allah, try to show them, because they are attack the profit margin before is very very hard, because they said that Islamic cooperative is exploitative for the members. They put the high interest rate. No, they put the high profit higher than interest rate. So what's the point that they are established the Islamic cooperative? Oh, there's so many things, so many points they are attacking. But we educate them, try slowly. That our rate is a yearly, and then the interest rate is monthly, and then interest rate they announce is not the real interest rate yet. They need to mark, to pass many things, and then now they know, now they understand now why Islamic cooperative is the way, to find out their financial solution, right? Any more question?
Okay, thank you. There is still one another question. I don't know who's want to answer this, but maybe Mr. Hartomi want to answer this. This is from Artila Justika Salsabila. She said that she so enthusiastic about financial inclusion program. The question is, what are the key challenges and opportunities for achieving greater financial inclusion in low-income and underserved communities? And how can innovative financial technologies and policies help address these issues? Maybe Mr. Hartomi or Mr. Adnan also can answer this question because there's no specific speaker.
Yes, yes. In Thailand, right, the establishing of Islamic cooperative can serve the more people in the micro area, especially with the people, Muslim people that low education, low level of income, and the statistics show that along the way 10 years ago until now, three provinces, which is Pattani, Yala, Narathiwat, right? The Muslim population is there. I mean, the Muslim area is the lowest. I mean, the lowest lowest income in the country per capita, right? We call it the ranking is the lowest, always lowest, not even at the middle, at all in 10 years past or before that, And then I don't know how they measure, but most of the Muslim in southern part, of course, is more poor people, and most of them they go to Malaysia to have the tom yum business, right? So maybe they are not count, not measure that income also, but my point is that how Islamic finance can reduce can serve, can serve all the Muslim population. Of course, number one is the zakat every day that every year that come out from the Islamic cooperative. They will go to the small or the low income Muslim that can take the zakat, right? Of course, number one. Number two is they help the Muslim community in the rural area to establish their business with the halal finance, halal income, right? Halal expense as well. And then number three is have Qardul Hasan. Of course, Indonesia also have Qardul Hasan, right? Right. Qardul Hasan is a al-qardu loan, right, without any markup profit, right? So all members can have entitled for Qardul Hasan. And then furthermore, not enough for the Islamic cooperative, but we have Islamic fund management, right? Just now I mentioned to explore more in the people with the low income, right? To explore more with the in the area that Islamic cooperative cannot serve. Right. For right now, for me, 1%, I have the member of Ibn Auf. I become the members of As-Siddiq. I become a member of Bina Islamic Cooperative. I become members of Fatani University Islamic Cooperative. Of course, four Islamic Cooperative. I become a members. Right. So meaning that now the Islamic Cooperative become an impact to the Muslim community, right, as a whole, even though it's not yet 7 million, but your member is 300,000 only. But I think another factor, another issue is we have to talk about. For example, they are still not understand that Islamic cooperative can serve them, so they are just not interesting. They just go to the bank as previously, right? So we need more in terms of education, educate them, right? Educate them, try to show them that this is the solution, the way out of the financial solution, and as well as we have to educate that the riba is haram, and the riba is not good for their life in this dunya and akhirah, right? Because as you know that Muslim minority in this country use interest rate for a long time with the bracket darurah until lapisan of anak cucu kan. I mean that with the new generation they get like a familiar with the interest system. So now with the new generation we have to educate more that the money that they are deposit, that they are receive, they are take loan from conventional bank is haram. It's not allowed in the Islam. And then we have the choice option for you right now already. So there is no more darurah, right? No more darurah. Before is we have not enough money to buy a house. We have to take a loan from conventional bank. But right now, the Islamic cooperative, we have more than have. We have excess deficit of money. We have excess of money, right? We have excess of fund that to provide the members. The flow of fund is more than enough to provide the members. We not call it customer, we call it members to buy a house or a car, right? Okay.
Yes, maybe from my perspective, I think what are the key challenge and opportunity? I think we have opportunity now. Many, for example, like PRI link, PNI link come in our village, for example. This is one of the strategy to achieve financial inclusion, and related to the how can innovative financial technology. I think even though many fintech established in Indonesia and it make it easy to access to financing, but most our people, I think, not so get trapped pinjaman online, get trapped with the pinjaman online, yeah. So to address this trapping, I think we can increase or we can offering financial literacy, yeah, to our society to how to get the financing from the financial technology. I think financial literacy is main an important role, yeah, to address the impact of the negative impact of the financial technology, I think.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hartomi. There's still one question, and I think for Mr. Hartomi, and because the time is up, the time is running out, maybe this is the last question, and we will close the discussion. But the last question is from the Muhammad Ardan Afansyah. He asks, how do you measure the financial performance of company? What are the common methods or ratio used in financial analysis?
Okay, I think we can see in the financial report of the company, yeah, and afterwards we can see there is any income statements and balance sheet, yeah, and we can calculate through for example, through profitability index, yeah, like current ratio, quick ratio, and debt to ratio, and so forth, and so on and so forth. I think it is the best ratio to analyze the financial analysis. I think this one, yeah, as well.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hartomi. And this answer from Mr. Hartomi is the final answer, and the session discussion is closed now. And for now, I want to some closing statement from both of our speaker. The first from Mr. Adnan Al-Fariti and followed through by Mr. Hartomi Maulana. Please, for Mr. Adnan to give the maybe some final conclusion about this international webinar.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. For my conclusion is that Islamic microfinance, a new alternative platform, right? Not new alternative platform to financial inclusion. I think in Thailand as well as in Indonesia, like they applied this concept for a long time ago, and before even we call it microfinance, right? We call it some call it Baitul Mal, some call it fund management, right? Before is we call it cooperatives, right? So come up with the standard of government standard. So we try to make it a standard organization. We have an audit, we have a system, we have the standard that we are to operate the microfinance organization like Islamic cooperative and Islamic fund management, right? So of course the first priority is local people in the community to come to serve their financial problem, right? But that's the one issue that we are establishing the Islamic microfinance. But another issue is that in terms of long term and good strategy for the Islamic microfinance or this platform is other than include all the members, Muslim members in the area. Another factor is that is performance, the long-term performance, right? We can see that during pandemics, a lot of organizations, especially financial organizations, that suffer the loss and also have a lot of issue, right? Of course, in Islamic microfinance also have an issue because the main product is murabahah, right? Murabahah. So once the pandemic crisis coming, of course, the members cannot pay back, right, for the settlement. But we use Islamic compromise to extend to help our members not to double the profit, no, because we cannot do that. The profit is still the same, but we need to take care our members how they can survive and until the pandemic crisis is passed. Until now, we can see that Islamic microfinance still strong enough to serve the Muslim community, and then me as a in the side of Islamic microfinance organization, Islamic cooperatives, right, not members, right? I can say that we have to be, more transaction, more product to provide our members. Right. Number two is we have to help our members become a good members, become a performance, become a good quality members, quality Muslim as a whole. Right. They know that this is halal, this is haram. Right. This is the transparency between them and the cooperative must be there. Right. So another one is a good collateral also, right? Because if you the billion of money that go outflow, right, to with our members right now, they need to collect back, of course, right? So for the organization, for the Islamic cooperative to stay stronger in the long run, we have to have more transaction, right? To help more, to serve more. Right. Number two, we have to have good members, right? Good members, because the member is the owner of the cooperative. So we have to have good members. Number three is to have good collateral collection, right? I have to get the money back from the installment, right? In the good manner also, right? Not the bad debt, right? No, we don't want to hear that. Oh, Islamic cooperative in Thailand have bad debt, more than 50%, more than 70%. No, we don't want to hear that, right? So in terms of three, this organization should be there, and also when we grow and we establish more technology that in Indonesia, I'm appreciate for their growing in the microfinance. They use the even use blockchain. And then I'm seeing on my colleague in Philippines last time, right, a couple of years, that they said that we use the blockchain already, and then we are give the Qadrul Hasan with the with confidence that our members can pay back all 100%. Oh, mashallah, I said that in Thailand just start, and even now I'm looking, I don't know where to consult about the blockchain system that I want to apply here in the Thailand also, because there's only way that can put the system over there, so we can put more money to our local our rural area, or our poor people that they need the finance, because they don't know. Poor people, when they get the money, they use the wrong way, right? Of course, the wrong way. At the first step already wrong already. Once got the money, they have to buy something, right? So no, we are don't give them the money. We give them the goods, right? We buy for them and cut for them, and then they use that good, that stuff that they're going to buy to create more income for them, to create more good life for them. Like that's the concept. And then of course, inshallah, we are targeting more than I'm attend the meeting for TaiCon meeting, right? They said that inshallah we're going to increase from 300,000 members in Thailand from from 7 million, right, to become 3 million in 10 years. They put the target like this, because of course financial inclusion, as you see just now, I'm presenting, right? Even I didn't mention financial inclusion, but already in the policy, in the philosophy of establishing Islamic cooperatives already, that we want to cover all the Islamic finance or halal finance to our Muslim in Thailand, inshallah. That's my conclusion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adnan. And now go to Mr. Hartomi Maulana to give the final conclusion.
Yes, I think even though there is still some issue and challenge of the Islamic microfinance, among of them, one of the challenge is how Islamic microfinance can be survival, in the competition of the conventional microfinance. So this was to be persistent to support our agenda to enhance, I think, to make it Islamic microfinance more innovative, and at the end of the day, Islamic microfinance has an important role to address the poverty. I think this one. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hartomi, for the final conclusion. And right now we have to go to the finalization. And thank you to our two awesome speakers. Thank you to Mr. Adnan Al-Fariti, and also thank you to Mr. Hartomi Maulana. But before we close the international webinar, let's take some selfie. We want we be together. So please to all the participants to turn on the camera so we can take a picture together. Wait. Okay, maybe can turn on the camera to all the participants. Don't forget to smile. Give your cutest smile. Sudah? Are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Oh, once again. 1, 2, 3. All smile. Okay, done. Good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the participants for conducted this international webinar. I hope we can meet in future days. Thank you all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Adnan.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. Sama-sama.
Nggak tahu, gue juga belum ada.
Thank you, sir.
Maulana.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.